There are very few people who get to live and fulfill their American dream. Today, in this episode of the Tribune interview, I'm joined by Mr. Anil Sharma, who heads the 22nd Technologies in US and is living the big American dream. Welcome to the Tribune, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a proud feeling.
So please do enlighten us about your journey. How did you go to the US? How is it that you set up this company, which is now a $700 billion company? It employs, I guess, about 7,000 odd people in the US itself. So do tell us about your journey.
It's a humble journey, and I'm first of all thank you for having sitting here in studio in Tribune is a very special and a personal feeling because I'm a product of Tribune. My dad uh, was a blue collar employee of Tribune, so I I owe a lot. What I am here, probably a lot of that comes from this because my dad worked there. This was his primary earning, and raising six of us, six siblings, six brothers, sisters, grew from there and saw him working hard and learned that from him. Uh, from there, got of course the focus from my parents was I was the, the youngest, second youngest in the family, and was to give me a good education. Even at their stage, they were able to provide me a good education, get me started into Thapar Engineering College. That's where
So you did your bachelor's in engineering, IT.
I did masters in computers
Okay.
application. That's an MCA from Thapar Engineering College, which was a private college at that time, and again, it's a don't know how, but my dad uh, get me into education. He was able to provide me education at that school. So that's uh, so from Thapar, got into after completing the MCA. India was that time getting into information technologies, IT, and uh, that time Rajiv Gandhi, there was a dream project, NIC, to introduce the IT into government. So they were hiring and I was hired at NIC immediately after coming out of college.
I believe you're the first person to head the NIC here in Chandigarh. Is that
Yes, I
correct?
was the first DIO of NIC Chandigarh. So I saw or helped Chandigarh NIC to grow. We were the first one to introduce the IT into the Chandigarh. I was in a state office.
Nobody leaves a sarkari job. How did you have the courage to break that mold of a sarkari job and try something of your own?
Yeah, I would say journey probably the I wanted to do something big, and the pace of the government job or sarkari job probably wasn't matching my pace or what I wanted to do. I while there I started something. I started thinking of entrepreneurship. One of the friend wanted me to develop a software for them. Uh, he was a chartered accountant, so we built a software there, and that's how that entrepreneurship journey started in India. And in fact, that software was adopted close to 40 CAs in Chandigarh
Oh,
that time,
wow. Okay.
which we
This
developed
was in which
there.
year?
Yeah,
90s, early 90s.
it was very early 90s, yes. And there, so the IT was spreading really fast. Y2K was coming, and due to the Y2K, there was so much demand for IT all over the world, especially in United States. People were worried that the 2001 or
Yeah.
2000
The world would
something
come
will
to a,
happen, world will
yeah.
come to the end, and that probably some of the friends I was being in NIC was a kind of a known IT professional in Chandigarh. There were not many IT professionals at that time of ours. So I was getting calls to from the US with friends and with many others to move to US. So one of those close friend referred me to a US consulting company, And at that time, it was just by that time I got married. So it was a year probably. I just got recently married. Talked to my family, my wife, my parents. Uh, Again, my parents wanted me to do something big. They encouraged me. My wife also said, if that's the dream, you want to do something big. So I made a decision uh, to go to the United States. Uh, and by that time, I had a daughter. She was just 5 months. So it was a difficult decision for me to move to US, living uh, a daughter, 5 month old, and wife and parents. But with all the encouragement, I decided to go.
And you went with $100, I
Right.
believe,
That
in your
that did,
pocket.
yes, exactly. Five $20 bills in the pocket and flew to United States. I almost knew no one there in US. One of my old senior was there, but that was in a different city. I went to Michigan. That's where my first job was. Start working and was doing good. After around 5 months, one day my manager called me and he told that Anil, we're going to miss you. And I was shocked and surprised that what is he saying? And I said, sir, what happened? Did I do something wrong? He said, and he was surprised, looking me with surprise. He said, oh, I'm surprised that you don't know, but this was a temporary job as a replacement of a girl who was in maternity leave. So, and it's ending. So that uh, made me to learn what the consulting is in the IT world. In the US, consulting means not the full time. I was again, my first job was the US India government NIC, and that called permanent. There's nothing called consulting or someone. So in US, 5 months I got out of job. Uh, but my employer said, "Don't worry, we'll find something for you." I was a little bit relieved. But the next payroll, I saw that I didn't get the paycheck. I talked to them. He said, "In consulting, you get only when you work. Otherwise, you don't get paid." And I was just there with wife and daughter. Zero earning by that time. I got it almost no saving, and with my background from the family, it wasn't in a stage where I can call and say send money, and also I didn't want to uh, exactly, so that going back wasn't an option. So some people recommend, oh, you can start working in a gas station or a petrol pump, we call, and but fortunately I got some temporary thing teaching IT, Oracle, databases, a part time in the evening, 2 hours, and that led to me like at least minimal earnings so that I can stay there, sustain there for a few months, and and by that time my employer told me that how to find a job there. So to me that
So you
I
also had to learn how to find a job
find
in
it. He said
US.
you will have to find
You
a
were
job
that naive.
exactly,
Yeah.
and in the contracting. So I would say that challenge of letting go and learning from that. I still, of course, it wasn't a great feeling. What the way it happens, but I made that challenge as an opportunity because then I learned from him how to search the work. That to me was a basis for my next business.
Okay.
So I do
So
it. I,
is the American dream not for the faint-hearted? Is
it
it
is
only for the brave?
absolutely not. You're right. Uh, so I would say that that's a one thing I will say about that country. If you that country provide you opportunities as long as you wanted to work hard, stay focused. Enough opportunities there. So I still feel proud of my Janam Bhumi, which is India, and my Karam Bhumi now in US.
Yeah. So, Mr. Sharma, tell me one thing. You recently acquired a British telecom subsidiary. What is the quantum of the deal? How is it going to help your business? And what exactly is the deal?
Yeah. So we just close on December 31st. British Telecom, or we call BT Group's US subsidiary, it's a
Okay.
BT Federal. They are into network, providing the network layer to the US government business, primarily Department of Defense and Department of States, all over the world, different US embassies. So that's what we bought. We bought it with around 90 people and a lot of different highly classified contracts which we are supporting. So we, as a 22nd century technologies, we are into infrastructure. We call it infrastructure
The IT
servers.
infrastructure.
Yes, IT infrastructure, which is server, storage, data centers. We never had the network layer of it. So we, with the acquisition of BT Federal, we expanded ourselves from enterprise to now the edge, providing a secure infrastructure from end to end to our customers,
So what,
primarily
how
in the
big was
Department of
this
Defense.
deal? How big was this deal?
Uh,
And is it one of the first deals you've made acquisitions, or
this,
have you
this,
been into acquisitions
so
earlier?
this is our fourth acquisition, but our largest acquisition. The previous three were small acquisitions about product company, but this was our largest acquisition. We got 90 people with this, and it's adding close to $100 million in revenue.
In revenues, okay. So, how is your journey as an entrepreneur going forward?
Of course, so we are now around 700 million. I have put a goal for me and my team to get to the $1 billion by end of 27.
Okay.
So that's a very
Ambitious
ambitious
goal, yes.
goal, but we are marching toward it. So as of today, our run rate of revenue has crossed 800. So it's around 820 $1 million. So to reach there, we are strategically growing both organic and inorganic. When I say inorganic, we are looking to do some more acquisitions. We are looking some of the companies for the acquisition right now. Two active, we call it books. We are looking to doing the due diligence to acquire.
They're
So
both the both acquisitions are going to be in US.
they are in US.
US.
Right now, the acquisition is primarily so our 100% of work is US government, federal DOT, or we call it DOW now, Department of War, that name may change, and state and local. So we are present in all 50 states in United States. So 100% of our work is US government, public sector, and that's where our current target is. We have expanded ourselves a little bit in Canada, similar Canada government only, but I would say that still the focus is US government, and the acquisition which we are looking is also focused on the US government work.
Okay. So, how difficult is it for a first generation entrepreneur in US vis-a-vis it? How difficult it would have been for you to be an entrepreneur here in India? Because the time that you started your business was a time when the IT was a booming sector.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I must say that I'm reading, and I do support a lot of entrepreneurs and startups. Our time, I couldn't think starting a business in India. That time, the environment wasn't there to that friendly to the new company and new startups. I must say that uh, starting and reaching where it is, US, it was a blessing. It was very transparent, especially in the government side, to grow it to there. Uh, the opportunities, as I mentioned earlier, there are a lot of opportunity as long as you want to focus, work hard, build teams. So I was able to reach there. That time, if you ask me to compare India, it wasn't, at least I didn't feel that. But if you ask me today, I do support, I do invest in some of the Indian startups, and I do support.
You give them seed money. You offer
Yes,
them seed money.
exactly. I do support Indian young entrepreneurs, and the environment today in India is very startup friendly, very
So,
business friendly.
venture capital, you say, is available more in India now than it ever was when you were starting off.
Absolutely, absolutely, and capital other infrastructure. Capital is definitely one part, but other infrastructure, other opportunities, the government support to start, encourage the new
Entrepreneurship.
companies, entrepreneurship. That wasn't there at our times in India, but now in last few years, we definitely, at least I'm feeling that change even sitting in US, seeing that how the new startups, and we all see those success stories now. The top billionaires are young guys in India. There's so many good stories here.
So is IT sector the sunset sector, and is AI the new sunrise sector?
I won't uh, take AI out of IT. I think if you need to sustain in IT, AI is a
Way to go
obvious.
forward.
It has to be. You cannot have a IT without AI, and we are proud that we were early adopter of AI. We did built a really good AI based solution for IRS, which is a taxation agency in US, and which is taking that agency to paperless. Today we recently got a $600 million contract with IRS, which is based on our AI product which we built internally. So AI is, I would say, is a, I won't necessarily say it's a synonyms of IT, but AI is a core integrated part of IT. You cannot have a IT going forward without a AI into it.
Uh, you've been involved in a lot of social activities as well in the US. Are you also involved in similar activities here in India? I
Yeah.
know that you do have a subsidiary, an Indian subsidiary here located in Mohali, which I think employs about 700 odd people.
Yes, we have 700 people here. Uh, Absolutely, reach back. I always think God has given us this thing, and give back is an important part of my life. I do support a lot of non-profit agencies both in US as well as in India, both STEM related, which is schools, as well as others. So in India, there's a part of our subsidiary. There's a program which we do provide a lot of help to the students, as well as uh, hospitals. Recently, wheelchairs, the Red Cross. So we doing a lot of those activities here in India also.
Since you do a lot of work with the DoD in the US, and I believe you're very good friends with the US Vice President JD Vance.
Yeah, we do support the current administration. We have a good relationship with the probably in the administration. I am supporting the current administration, and the vice president have met him few times there. Yeah.
Okay. So, as you've already mentioned, for our viewers, again, I'm going to tell you that Mr. Anil Sharma has a very long association, not just with Chandigarh, but also with the Tribune. So, I'd just like to, ask you, you've been away for so long. How do you think the Tribune has changed, and how do you think the city of Chandigarh has changed?
Yeah. So absolutely, it's a growing as everything, and I grew up here in Tribune. As I mentioned, my dad, in the Tribune Colony, 29. That's where I lived.
And you
Started my
studied in the
career.
Tribune School.
I studied in my base was in Tribune Model School here. That's where I studied. And Tribune, of course, that time there was no electronic versions. We used to start our day with the newspaper. As an employee of Tribune, we used to get the Tribune newspaper free, my dad, and our day was always started with reading the news. And this building is of course, the big landmark of Chandigarh. Anybody who come to Chandigarh see this building first, with the headlines on the Tribune building. So it's still, those memories are there. Of course, now as the whole world is changing electronically, Tribune has also adopted the electronic version. I still read on every day there. I don't get the printed paper, but I go at least read once a day, Tribune electronic version there. So yeah, it's a great feeling to be here today, sitting with you.
Thank you so very much. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me here.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, viewers, for watching this episode of the Tribune interview. Do continue to read your favorite newspaper, which is the Tribune. Do watch us on all our social media handles across X, on Instagram, and on Facebook. Thank you.